Hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII, where since last time I have got over 5,000 points in the Space Square again, which gets you the player weapon for Vincent. No link slots, normal growth, but it does give Vincent well above the highest attack of anybody in the party. I've also got the W summon material for 64,000 battle points, and I'm giving a cloud off screen, but I also have Omni Slash, which is obviously 32,000 points at the battle arena. I was going to give Cloud it on screen, but I got tired of the Yomi ship constantly catapulting me out of battle in the final round of the battle square. So I was like, yeah, no, if I could just get me level 4 for then, I can just yeet it to death with Omni Slash, and that worked fantastically. Put everyone's equipment back the way it was. I've got me party set up still the same, and what we're going to do now is we are going to come here and talk to Bill, because it's now time to start a part that I've been absolutely dreading, which is Chocobo breeding. Yeah. So it's 10,000 gills for a stable. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we have to talk to them 6 times to rent all 6 stables. So let's just mash our way through this as I just outline how I'm going to do this, because the way I do it might differ from the way other people need to do it, and I do add in some extra steps. One of them is a lot of racing, which I might do the first race on screen, but the rest of it I'm going to do off screen, just because, well, you can get some GP, which is obviously, you know, you can spend at the battle arena or whatever. Obviously I've already done what I need to do at the battle arena for now. I think there's one more fight. I think I've got all 6. One more fight to do much later. I have got somebody equipped with Chocobo lure, haven't I? No! How am I going to do a Chocobo without Chocobo lure? I did not think of that. What don't I care about? I mean, honestly, quite a lot at the moment. So it is, we'll get rid of that all material for now. If I need another all material, I've got one up there that I'm working on. I'm working on another all material anywhere? No? Yes? No? No, I'm not. Okay. Right, okay. Got Chocobo lure on. So what's going to happen is you can come here and you can get information about Chocobos, but honestly, this dude has nothing for us. Now, basically, I've got a little list outlined on where I prefer to get my Chocobos from. But first things first, we want to go to the Gold Saucer area, which is over here, if I'm not mistaken, right behind Midgar. Yes, it is. So we're going to go to the Gold Saucer area, and we're looking for Chocobos with 2 Spencers. Now, obviously, I'll catch the Chocobos on screen. I just need to make sure that I actually have some decent greens at the top. I have got some other greens, haven't I? Alright, guys, that'll do. Right there. Sylkis greens, I'm not going to use. I'm confused why I only bought 98 Sylkis greens. I don't think I have any other greens, actually. I don't. No, I do not. Okay. So I'm going to be using Casal greens for this. I mean, honestly, we're probably strong enough now that we can probably kill the enemies that the Chocobo turns up with. Now, we just have to find the ones we want. So I want 2 Chocobos that can be encountered with 2 Spencers in this area. Yeah, in this area. Specifically. They are not Spencers. They are flatbeats. And flatbeats aren't what we're wanting. We want specifically Spencers. Now, if I can't get it on the next one, we'll cut to the point where I do get it. They say we've got a few chocobos to catch and then some racing to do and whatnot, and I'll try and make it as quick as I can. Alright, what we're going to do here is we'll get out of this battle, and I'll just cut to the point where we find the chocobo we're after. So I will be back with you in a minute. Right, we're back. I found the battle I want. These little green things, these are Spencer's. Now, as long as I don't mess it up here, I am strong enough and fast enough to the point I should... Nope, I messed it up. Alright. But those are the ones we're looking for. So what I'm going to do, now that I've shown the battle and failed the Chocobo, which is just fantastic, is we want to catch 2 Chocobos with Spencer's. You can do it with just 1, but I prefer doing it with 2 because it just cuts out a little bit of the middleman. So I'm going to get these caught, and once I've caught the last one, we'll jump back in the high wind and we'll go to where our next Chocobo is waiting. Right, so we're back. I've got the two Chocobos I need. These are both good Chocobos. Hopefully we've got a male and a female. But when you get off and once you've bought the stables, I guess, once you get off the Chocobo, you've got a choice of turning it loose or sending it back to the stables. So in this case, we want to send it to the stables because that is the Chocobo we want. Now our next stop is the place I always forget how to get to, but not this time, hopefully. We are heading to Mideel. Oh, I never actually went back into Mideel, did I, after the live stream exploded? We'll pop back in quickly. We'll go in. It's now just a lovely little hole in the floor. But we can go back in and we can have a little talk about what we got. Used to be a quiet hot springs town. Yep, feels so much better now there's nothing here. Yeah, I'm all better. I'll be fine, guys, don't worry. Let's look at the live stream with you. Very strange. Cool beans. So there is people all over here we can talk to. Got this wifey here. Who's side gigs selling accessories. What are you selling? Oh, so you can buy different accessories here. I mean, none of it's very useful, I guess. But it's there if you want it. I think this guy's an inn still. Is he an inn? Or was he an inn? What's your plan? Well, stuck up on tents. I got extremely unlucky in a battle. I was running away from some jokers where just before I ran away, one of the jokers managed to get instant death. He might have. He might have. Ah, I didn't mean to talk to you again. No. Stop. No. There we go. And then we've got this lovely person down here who sells us, well, material. I'm guessing I forgot to talk to the wifey with the Chocobo in the weapon shop. If you talk to her in every shop, then all the shops are still here, but if you've bought everything from the shops, it doesn't really matter. But now we're down at Mideel, at more Chocobo tracks. Oh, no, I don't want to fight this battle. Oh, this is the perfect example. These are spirals. So the next Chocobo that we're after will be encountered with 1 or 2 spirals. They're the enemies we're after with the Chocobo. So what I'll do is, same as before, I'll just cut to the point where I get that encounter. Or is this it? Nope, this is not it. So I will cut to the point where we get into that encounter, and yeah, I'll meet you once I've got me Chocobo. Be right back. Right, and here we are. I've caught both of the Chocobos I needed from the Mideel area. Encountered with 1 or 2 spirals. No more, no less. Now, like I say, there's probably quicker and easier methods to this than the way I do it. It's just, this is what I'm used to. First thing I'm going to do here though No, there's all my chocobos. Why are they grey? Why are my chocobos grey? Whoops. I'm not talking to him. I just want to use your beds. Yeah. Yeah, I would have got a nice or two, but I mean I could have thought it costed a solid and just slept for free, but let's be honest, we buy Villa de Cloud just for the fun of it. So now what I do want to do though is I want to go back outside and make a quick little save. Because what we want here is we are specifically after a good male and female and a great male and female to get what we want. So what we're going to do is we talk to Billy and we choose moving chocobos. You got a good chocobo. So we've got a good female there. So I mean, let's get inventive with the name here and call it whatever I've just called it there. What did I call you? So Choc. That's not what I wanted to do. But you know, it is what it is. So we got another good chocobo and what we got? Another female, so that's not good to me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep resetting until this changes to a male and a female. Pretty sure I can do it that way. And once I've done that for the male, the goods and the greats, I'll be right back. A couple of seconds for you, what could be an excruciating 20 minutes for me. But let's hope not. Let's hope not. Okay, what about that? Only took one reset, thankfully. So we've got a good female over there called Choc, a good male over there called Choc M. Then the way it's worked is we actually got the great male there, Choco M, and the great female over here, Choco F. Now this is the important part and also the pain part. So we want to feed our chocobos. Now this is why I went and bought Sylkis screens. So good female, I want to give, well, not just the good female, I want to give every single one of these chocobos 25 Sylkis screens to boost their stats for racing. You see, speed plus, stamina plus, intelligence up, and you get along better with your chocobo from doing it, which it makes the racing a lot easier. So I now need to do this for all of my chocobos. Unfortunately, I've only got enough greens to do it for 2 at the moment, but we can take a little fly out. So we'll do it to this one, and we'll get this one up to 25 greens as well. Lovely jubbly, all done. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, all that good business. So what we need to do now, although I wish I could rename my chocobos, which would be really nice if I could rename them. I do prefer to call them Good F, Good M, Great F, Great M, because you know I'm very inventive with the names. So what we need to do now is we need to head back to our good friend, the Chocobo Sage, who is over in the middle of the mountains over here at the Icicle Inn area, if you remember. I believe I showed him off not long after we got the high wind. Actually, I believe I came here with Tifa. So we want to come over here and land our high wind if we can. Land the damn plane, Sid. Thank you. This is the only place in the game that you can buy Sylkis screens. Now we are going to be here a lot because we want a lot of Sylkis screens. I am running very, very low on money. I hope I can afford this. I mean, there's nothing really left to buy in the game. Is the bonus side of things, I suppose. You know, we've been to every town in the game. Unless you're going to use coin toss, which, let's be honest, no one's using coin toss. I suppose I have got a lot of excess armors and stuff I can sell. And accessories and weapons and whatnot. So what we're going to do now is we need to feed the other 2 chocobos 25 Sylkis grains each as well. Although I wish this menu would move a lot quicker, because we want to race these chocobos. So Choco F is our female great. Chocobo, I just really messed up on the names. But then, do we really care about naming them at this point in time? Not particularly. They're getting along better. So we need to do this one more time. We have 1 more to feed. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I've got enough money to actually feed these chocobos as much as I normally would. Choco F, Choco M, Choco F, Choco M. Yeah, I just deleted the O's off from this time to rename them, so I know which ones were which. The great one's got to keep the O, I guess. Because after this, we've got more green feeding to do with every other chocobo we get, bar 1. So I might actually have to grind. Do I need to grind? Hang on. I have an all material right there at level 4. Hang on a second. Let's just grab that all material, move it down to there. Right, okay, I no longer need to grind out anything, to be completely honest with you. If I need more money, I shall sell that all material. All level 4 or level 5, it doesn't really make much of a difference to me. If I've got to heal more than 4 times in battle with a single character, considering they all have all restore, then I'm clearly doing something very, very wrong, and I deserve to lose at that point in time, I think. So what we're going to do now is we are going to head to the gold saucer, and this is where it gets fun. Now I will leave my chocobo breeding in the video description of how I like to do it. I'm hoping I can get it all done in this one. I'm not entirely sure if I can. Depends how long it takes to race these. And then we want to race them. I want to race them again. Now the racing, I'm not sure if the racing makes a difference to what you get when you breed them, which is obviously the end goal, is to breed all these chocobos so we can get the, you know, the big wonderful chocobo at the end and whatnot. Now, like I say, I'm not sure if it makes a difference. I like to think it does. There's also another square I wanted to go to in here. Was it the event square? Was it the event square I didn't get a chance to show off last time? Nope, not the event square. Which one is it? It's not the round square, it's not the speed square. Oh, Wonder Square, man. Wonder Square. So Wonder Square I didn't get a chance to show off. Apart from this tiny little robotic chicken there. Robotic chicken. It's a baby chocobo, obviously, not a robotic chicken. So we have 280 GP at the moment. And you can trade the GP for, as you can see, some very expensive items. They're all materia. You can actually go buy a gold ticket. If you get enough GP, you can just pay for it with GP. At the minute, I don't want to exchange anything. At the end of the chocobo racing, maybes, depending on, you know, the prices you're getting, as whether or not you want to obviously keep the item or take the GP. Now, I believe if you have Sid or Tifa in your party at this point, you do get a choice that every now and then they might say they want to race. So now that we've got our own chocobo, we can ride. Now I want to race all of these chocobos here, good and the great, all the way up to B rank. So we're in C rank, and always pick the short course. It makes absolutely no difference. We can't buy tickets, but you can see we can have a look at our stats compared to everybody else. So top speed's 89, but our stamina is absolutely nutty compared to everybody else's. So we swap it in the manual, and See if I can remember the buttons. Which buttons gives me stamina back? I can't remember. I think it's the back buttons. It is, it's the back buttons. As long as I hold the back buttons in square, we basically kind of lose, to be honest with you. And this is going to get even easier as we continue on. I mean, look how far ahead we are of everybody else at this point. And we're almost finished there, not even a quarter of the way around the track yet. This gets obscene. Like, absolutely obscene. Like, I mean, obviously, if we come across Joe, then there is a chance that, you know, Joe can and will beat us in these races still. His Chocobo is just obscene. I am going to 2 times speed this, just to get these other Chocobos to like catch up, and it's still taking forever. I'm going to be doing all of these races off screen in 2 times speed. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but who knows? Oh, there we go. More Chocobo, more finally across the line. So we can skip through, and we got, what do we get? What item do we get? A hyper. I could not care less. Obviously, the higher up we'll just take GP for most of them. It's not until we get to the A rank and the S rank races really that we care about the reward we get, because you can get some really cool accessories where you get your Hermes shoes, as well as a few other things. I think one of them you can get some materia as well as one of the prizes in the higher ranks, but we're a while away from that yet. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to see if I can get these Chocobos, if I can't get these Chocobos to B rank on double speed as quick as I can, hopefully, so we can continue on with this. So I'm going to take care of that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm not quite done with the races yet, but I just wanted to cut in with this one here just to show you. This is the best example of feeding them the Sylkis grains if you're going to race them. See, I don't think the racing is needed or a necessity. I like doing it because I like the GP, and doing it this way I'm going to hopefully get the GP to show you what the mystery items you can buy from the gold square is if you don't want to try and rack up like, what, 7,000-8,000 GP yourself. So you can see if it's worth it. So this is our great male Chocobo after having 25 Sylkis grains. So 104 top speed and 541 stamina. You compare that to everything else here, and we're absolutely dominating it. Now, I am on 2 times speed here, which makes absolutely no difference as far as how far ahead of the races I'm going to be. It's just speeding up the races for me, myself. So obviously it's a case of win 3 races and yeah, you get your rank up. So this is the first race with this Chocobo, and I just want to show you how far ahead I am. And the only time I've actually sprinted my Chocobo is at the very end there. As you can see, the other Chocobos are about halfway around the track while I'm finished, and we just get to sit here now and listen to this lovely victory music while we wait for the other Chocobos to catch up. And this is going to become more prevalent and more of, not an issue, but more of a time waste as our Chocobos start getting better. Which they're going to. Hey, look at that, we run a tranquilizer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take care of these other 2 races, and then I will meet you back at Bill's Ranch. So, see you in 2. Right, so here we are back at Bill's Ranch. I've finished racing them Chocobos up. So what we're going to do now is we are going to be mating our Chocobos. So we'll talk to the ones we like and make a decision. So we're going to talk to our good male, and we are going to breed it with our great female. And for this we are going to use those carob nuts that we've got. And this will get us 1 of 2 Chocobos. As long as I've got them in the right place, which I should have. If I haven't, this is going to be embarrassing. There we go, we got ourselves a blue female. So at this point, I am actually going to name me Chocobos. For some reason, every time I hit delete, it goes down to select. I don't understand why. So this one here is going to be... It does this and I can't remember why it does this. Am I better off using the keyboard to name them here? No. So I'm going to just call this one nice and simple. We'll call it blue. There we go. Call it blue. That'll do. So we've got blue there. And now, very important, we're going to go outside and we're going to save. This is very important. I've missed this step once before and it has caused me multiple headaches. Because this is going to be another soft reset area. Yes, I keep two saves in exactly the same place just in case I've missed something or I want to test something off screen. So now we are going to make 2 chocobos again. And what we want here is the opposite of what we've got. We're going to take the male great and the female good, again, with the carob nut. And what we want here is we want a female green chocobo. If we don't get it, we reset. Just a nice little soft reset. And keep trying until we do get it. If I don't get it on the first try here, then obviously, you know, I'll do it off screen. Oh, it's green. And it's female. Perfect. I think that's what we wanted. Pretty sure it is. And this one we're going to call, this one can be Snot. Snot's green. I could have called the other one Sky for that though, couldn't I? Well, we'll keep it simple. We'll just call this one green. I'm not too interested in the names of my chocobos, to be honest with you. So what we're going to do now is we want to release some chocobos. So we can see here we've got a green female. Oh, it was a blue female. Well, that's a shame. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to reset until I get a green male. And once I've got that, I'll come back. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Hopefully this is just the same as the last one. It's just one simple reset. Fingers crossed. But I will be back here in 2. Okay, I took 1 reset. We now have our green male, which we can now call green. Or just grey. Grey? Grey and blue? Blue. Grey. There it is. We'll give it an extra E. So we've got our 2 chocobos up here. So it is, we've got a green male, class C, and a blue female. Both class C. So what I want to do now is I actually want to release. We're going to let the female go. Just because it moves everything down, it keeps everything. Just means I don't have to run as far up the screen, honestly. You don't have to release them right now, but we might as well. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to go a little bit out of order, and I'm going to go catch another chocobo before getting back into the racing, because we do have more racing to go. It's just I don't know whether I want to split this into 2. Now we can use these different coloured chocobos for what they're actually used for. I am not going to. I am actually going to check to see how many Sylkis grains I have. 49. That is not enough at all. Can I sell this dude for that? And so let's find that. I mean, I can sell that for 35,000, or 350,000, I guess. Do I have any massive material I don't care about apart from that transform? Well, that transform, I don't need that. Don't need that ice neither, but the ice is worth nothing. So it is, we'll just sell that all material. That'll do. Right, that'll do. So I'm just going to quickly organise my material because I don't like having it out of order. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do first, right, before we go catch the next chocobo, is we want to feed the blue and green chocobo 15 Sylkis greens each. Sorry if it sounds like I'm taking a minute here. I've got this all written down so I remember how much I want to feed them. Now, we don't have to feed these as many as our previous chocobos because they do inherit stats off their parents, inherit speed, stamina and intelligence off the parents. So with them having been fed 25, we're actually a little bit better off than greens wise feeding them. We don't have to feed them as much, which, let's be honest, these Sylkis greens aren't cheap. So we want to feed these 15 each. And I was going to do this slightly different, but I need to go back to the chocobo stage anyway. For the next set of chocobos, I do need more greens. One of them needs a lot more greens for where I want to race it to. So we'll head back on over to the chocobo stage here, which is this direction. Because the other chocobo I want to catch is actually over here, so I might as well do this twofold. We do want to catch a chocobo at the Icicle Inn area. Come on. Let's get her down, Sid. Is it Sid or is it trainee pilot? Who's piloting us today? So I want to restock on Sylkis greens. I mean, I don't need to max out, to be honest with you, I don't think. I mean, you can talk to this dude and he does tell you how to breed chocobos. I don't even think I need to sell that old material, to be honest with you. So you see these two greens and them nuts. I think if you just talk to them, say a great chocobo and a good chocobo, carob nuts during breeding, there's a chance you'll get one of these chocobos. And he will give you little bits of advice here and there on how to do it. But who needs to waste the time talking to the chocobo sage when I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it? So, our next set of chocobo tracks is indeed those ones up there. So what we're after here, oh well, that's the enemy we want. It's the jumping enemy. Our next chocobo is a Wonderfull chocobo, and it will be in battle with one or two of these jumpings here. And that is the chocobo we want to catch for the next part of our little chocobo pimp ring, I guess. I mean, that's essentially what we're doing, isn't it? And do we get lucky? We do. This is exactly what we want. So, Gazelle Green, the chocobo. I wish the Gazelle Green was from Titus. I can't remember which one. I just got Vincent to attack there. I attacked that one in the back. That's fine. As long as Cloud hits this, he didn't kill. Oh, he did. There we go. Right, so that's our Wonderfull chocobo done. We can send this back to Bill's stables, and we can actually move it into the stables. Now, I prefer doing it this way. I prefer catching the Wonderfull before we breed for the next chocobo. I just think it's easier just resetting on the breeding, to be honest with you, rather than resetting on the whole catching thing. And the stables is this way. Helps if I run in the right direction, or drive in the right direction, doesn't it? And again, yes, this means there's going to be more racing. I will outline all of this in the video description. I mean, honestly, once I've fed this chocobo the greens, I might call it from here. I might make this a two-parter for the chocobo breeding. Just there is not a lot to do, but there's still a bit to do, as he says, our chocobo down there. So we want to bring that inside now. So we'll get that done. Let's move this chocobo. Which one are you going to put inside the stable? I've only got one. So one, see, it's a Wonderfull chocobo. And this is it's a Wonderfull female. Now this one I don't really need to name, so we'll just call it Choco here. I have no other of these ones. Now we want to feed this one as well. Now some of this racing I will do well, most of this race I'm probably going to do off screen. We want to go to our female Wonderfull Chocobo, and we want to feed this one 55 Sylkis queens. For what I want to do with this Chocobo here. 55 is what I've noticed is the sweet spot. So we'll feed it 55. And we'll sit through that 55 times as if we're Scrooge McDuck, counting our money. They're getting along better. Now, racing wise, we want to race the blue and the green Chocobo to A rank, which isn't going to be hard. I mean, it's what, 6 races? Yeah, 6 races. So we'll race at the A rank, 6 races. The Wonderfull Chocobo and the one we get from mating the blue and green Chocobo, we are going to be racing to S rank. Now, I might turn this into a bit of a... we'll turn this into a bit of a longer one, right? We'll go back to the gold saucer now. Well, I'll go back to the gold saucer now, and I'll race these Chocobos up to just the blue and the green for now. We'll race them to A rank. Obviously, the Wonderfull Chocobo, I'll race that up to S rank once I've got the other Chocobo that I need. But since they both need to be raced to S rank, it makes more sense to do them to S rank at the same time. So I'm going to disappear in the gold saucer, race them to A rank, say 3 races in each rank, and I will meet you back at Bill's Chocobo once that's done. So I'll be back very soon. And we're back at Bill's ranch. I've raced green and blue all the way up to A rank. So now we're going to be breeding them again with the carob nut. And the Chocobo we're after is a male. So we want to do this. I mean, you don't have to catch 2 goods, 2 greats. You can do a couple of random battles. I think it's like, is it 15 or something? Then I'll click mate and Chocobos there. I need to go do some random battles still, apparently, to get them ready. Normally the races is enough. One thing I didn't state that I should have earlier: the blue Chocobos can cross rivers in shallow waters, basically like the tiny bronco. Your green Chocobo can go over mountains. The next Chocobo we're going to get can do both, and the final Chocobo can even go out into the deep sea. So there's nothing you can't access. But if you give me, what, 5 minutes, if that, I will quickly take care of these random battles and get it to the point where we can actually mate these Chocobos. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. I took care of that now. It's now time to get these 2 men. Are you serious? I don't want to mate them anymore. Can I cancel out of that? Never mind. Right, so we must be very close here. Even though they were born at the same time, I'm just going to 2 times speed it through another battle here. I'm just going to do this on screen now. I don't understand why I can't do it if you know, they were both born at the same time. There was no you know, it's not like I waited time in between doing it. That one extra battle kicked both of them up to being able to be done now, like Billy. Choco Billy. I do it now. Are you joking? Still not. Right, Joe, it is. This is going to be the last cut. So it is. It's not even going to be a cut. 2 times speed out here on the grass. I'm still confused as why I can't. I said they were both born at the same time, so it should be the same amount of battles. But I can go over why I'm doing this. So not only is this a good way to earn GP if you want it for the battle arena, if you don't want to sell a mass at all material. They pay you a through like I did by talking that dude just outside the gold saucer. But it's also going to help us get the GP needed to buy those mystery items. So I'll show off those mystery items. Now, the wonderful chocobo we've already fed. This next one we're going to get, we need to feed I think it's 11 Sylkis screens is the golden number for what we need to feed it, and both of them will be raised to S rank, which I will do off screen. Now I am debating on just having an episode where we do nothing but chocobo race, but I'm not 100% on that. We'll turn off double speed now and go see if our chocobos are ready now, even though they should both be ready at exactly the same time. Does the game not know how hogwash this is? How much fooey? Mating chocobos. I want to do blue. Hey, there we go. And green. So we're going to make these with our last carob nut. Give it a carob nut, and what we're after here, the chocobo we get, we are after a male. Is what we want. We want a male chocobo here. Can we get it? Is it a male? It is! Perfect! So, we've got our male chocobo here, which is a black chocobo, which, you know, it has the powers of green and blue. It can go through shallow water and over mountains. Now, I like to call this one, I'm going to call this one Rose. Rose? I want to call it Rose after Goku Black. So I'm just going to call this, we'll just call it Goku. There's only one name we can give our final chocobo, really, isn't there? I would love to say it's Vegeta. It might be. It could also be Goku. But this can be Goku Black. So we now have Goku, which is a male chocobo, and our wonderful female chocobo. So what I want to do here is I'm going to feed Goku 11 of my remaining Sylkis screens. Any more than that is generally a waste, but you know, 11, 15, whatever, somewhere around that mark. I'll go 15 just because it's the same as the green and blue. After a certain point it has no effect. But obviously that inherits stats from both its parents. Both these chocobos are going to have about 99 stamina and over 100 top speed. And what I'm going to do off screen is I'm going to raise them both to S rank. I'm not going to do it now. I was thinking about it, but I might do it off screen. That might be easier, to be honest with you. So I'll take care of that off screen, and when we come back, we shall begin our journey to getting our final chocobo. Well, not begin our journey, we shall start with getting our final chocobo, which I also raced to S rank, but honestly that's more just for fun. I do enjoy just doing chocobo races. Like you say, the GP and the items, once you start racing S rank, you get things like Hermes sandals and whatnot. Everyone likes a pair of Hermes sandals. Auto haste can come in very handy, especially if you're going to be AP grinding. A pair of Hermes sandals just for that auto haste and just sit there holding X, just it works slightly better. But yeah, we're going to leave it for now. We successfully got ourselves a black chocobo. One chocobo remains, but we will take care of that next time. But as always, this is Daddy Gladdy signing out. Have a good day.